Welcome or welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Brandy. If you're new here, if you're not, welcome back. In today's video, I'm just going to be chatting with you guys about some books that are currently on my radar. These are books that I do not own yet. I actually have them as ARCs or advanced reader copies, if you will, specifically e-ARCs. I'm reading all of these books on my Kindle in the upcoming months. So everything that I mentioned is going to be from August and beyond. Only one of them I've already read and checked off my list, but the others I have to read. Now, I'm not going to go over no synopsis and nothing like that because I have not read them yet. And many of these books I'm trying to go in blind. So I just want to talk about the ones that are on my radar, maybe put them on your radar, maybe convince you guys to create a NetGalley account so that you could get some ARCs. Because who doesn't want an advanced reader copy, right? Right. So let's talk about it. So the first book, I've already read it and I talked to you guys about it. And that one is called Once Upon a Time in Dollywood by Ashley Johnson. Yes, Ashley Johnson, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to have a picture here. I do have the physical ARC for that one, but I also have the e-ARC for that one too. Shout out to Berkeley Publishing for getting that to me. Yes, very, very good. I actually did a reading vlog about that one. So if you want to see how I felt about that, go watch the previous reading vlog because I talked all about it, gave it my star rating and all of the things. The next one that I want to read, which I already have it downloaded here on my Kindle, and it's called The Secret Crush Book Club. And this one is by Carmen Lee. Shout out to Harley Quinn Publishing for getting this e-ARC over to me. I read their very first book. I forget the title of it. I posted, I think it's like 7-11 or 7 Split. It was about bowling. They were both teachers and they had their own bowling league. So that one was pretty fun. It was perfect for back to school. I really, really enjoyed it. Now, what I can say is when I did read that one, I was not really interested in reading the second book, but the premise of the third book really, really, really stuck out to me because it mentioned a book club. So yes, this will be my next ARC that I read. Now, the next one is by one of my favorite authors, which is Geneva Rose. Now, this one is a little bit different for her. I think this one is more on a contemporary fiction side, not really a thriller, if I'm not mistaken. I am in her Facebook club, but I can't really remember what genre she said this book was. And it's called Dating After the End. I really think it's like more on the contemporary fiction or maybe lit fic. I don't know. But I'm happy to see my girl on another genre besides thriller. Maybe she could do cross genres. And I cannot wait to find out. And that one, I didn't even say the dates, did I? So this one, The Secret Crush Book Club, it is published on August the 26th. And then the one called Dating After the End is published October the 1st by Geneva Rose. I'm really excited about that one because I love Geneva Rose. Geneva is my girl. And congratulations to her. She just had her baby. It seemed like she was pregnant forever. The next one, I'm actually going to read this with my book club, and it's called Boomtown by Nick Stone. Now, if you guys know anything about Nick Stone is known for being a YA author. And this is like one of her first adult novels. And I've been hearing people talk about it in the bookish streets. And apparently it's like some exotic dancers, some strippers. And I'm like, okay, so I plan to read this with my Fable book club. This book does come out October the 14th. If you want to read it with my Fable book club, the link to my book club is always in the description box, so you can join us because I feel like this is going to be a good time. I feel like the conversations we're going to have about this book is going to be a good time. I can't wait. The next one is Girls Who Play Dead. That one is by Joelle Willington. I have not read anything by her yet. This one comes out November 4th of 2025, obviously this year. She has another book called Their Vicious Games. I am also reading that book with my Fable book club this year. So I'm hoping to get to this one first before I get to this one because it's not published until November. So I believe I'll post the calendar right here so that you guys can see what my book club is actually reading for the rest of the year. So the next book that I want to read that is actually on my radar, now I have 2 lists here, y'all, too. So I'm trying to make sure I say them in date order. Some of them are going to kind of be a little bit off because, yeah, the way I got them written down here is pretty chaotic. But the other one is called Our Vicious Oaths, and that one is by N.E. Davenport. Now, I've never read anything by N.E. Davenport, but I think this is like a romantasy novel. I've been seeing the girls talk about this one all year. I think this arc has been available for a very, very long time. I wanted to get in and see what the hype was about. I've never read romantasy before, and I don't mind sticking my feet in the water to see what the romantasy genre is being like. I'm already trying to see what fantasy looks like for me, and I'm getting a little taste of it, but now I want to see what romantasy looks like and if I would like romantasy over fantasy. So yes, I cannot wait until I get the opportunity to read Our Vicious Oaths. That one comes out October 28th. So our favorite author, Akwaeke Emenze, is coming out with Son of the Morning. Now this one is very different. Now y'all know Akwaeke can write over all genres, and so I'm super excited about this one. I'm gonna have to edit and put on a screen what genre this novel is for because I don't remember. I want to say it's fantasy, and I don't think Akwaeke has written a fantasy that I'm aware of. So yeah, whatever Akwaeke write, baby, I'm picking it up, okay? I want to read it. Give me the advanced reader copy, whatever. I want to read it. If Akwaeke put it on a receipt, if Akwaeke put it on a napkin, I want to read it. So I'm excited about that one. The cover is beautiful for this one. So yeah, I feel like this one is a little bit out of their element too. So I don't know. But that one is scheduled to release on November the 4th. And so a very, very cute one that I'm super excited to get into, which is like a middle grade / YA novel. And that is called Heartsick by Christina Forrest. Christina Forrest wrote the Green Sisters trilogy, the one with Neighbor Favor, and then the other two, y'all know the trilogy. She is the author of that trilogy, and I've never read anything else outside of those books by her. So I'm really excited to be tapping into her YA / middle grade genre. I already seen Kayla from Kayla's Bookish Vibes read this book, and she said it was really, really cute. I really just want to read it and see what the vibes are and see if it's something that I can recommend to my little girl. That one is scheduled to be released on October the 7th. So I really do need to make that one kind of priority because this year obviously got somewhere to go. So now I am getting into my 2026 releases, which honestly, you guys, I feel like I'm going to be slowing down when it comes to requests and arcs because now I'm already a part of publishing companies like influencer arc teams or whatever, but then you can just go on NetGalley and see what's out there and request those too, all nilly-willy. And then now you got 20 arcs that you need to read before the year's out. So as the year starts to wind down, I'm going to kind of alter how I'm going to be requesting these arcs. We'll talk about that later in the year, but just know these last little ones that is for 2026 might be my last little request for 2026 arcs. I don't know, it could go either way. But the first one I want to mention is, what is it? Let's see. I want to say them in order. So Janae Sanders, Second Time Around by LaQuette. I don't know LaQuette's last name because on the book it doesn't even say, but I'll post it here if I find it. That one is scheduled to be out January the 6th of 2026. I have not read anything by the author, but y'all, to me, that cover looks like this is gonna be a spicy read. It's given spice. This cover is given back in Beverly Jenkins days. You know how Beverly Jenkins covers look. This cover is giving that. It's giving mass market paperback. And it's giving good and juicy and a good old time. So I'm super excited to be reading this book. Like I said, the first book by the author, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to eat it up. I just hope, I hope it's spicy, but not extra spicy. Because y'all know I like to read the smut, but I don't like a whole lot of it because it could become overwhelming for me. I have two more books to mention, and the first one is With Love by Rashonda Tate. Now, I've read one book by Rashonda Tate, and I forget the title of it. I'll put it on the screen, but I remember the book being very, very good. When I seen Rashonda Tate was coming out with another book, I knew it had been a while since I read anything by the author. So I was like, yeah, let me just go ahead and request this one and read it and see what it be like. And we're going on about our day. So I'm really excited about that one. And then the last one on my list, which doesn't come out until April, which I'm probably just going to gift me a copy for my birthday because it's literally right there by my birthday. The pub date for this one is April the 7th, 2026. Now look at me, y'all. There should be no reason why I have an arc for a book that's being released in April of 2026. That's how you know I be going overboard with the ARC request, okay? And this one is called Love by the Book. And guess who is by? Jessica George. Now, Jessica George is the one who wrote Mame. And if y'all have been here a while, you guys know I absolutely love Mame by Jessica George. It's one of those slow burn coming of age stories that you either love it or you don't. And I think a lot of people that did not like it was because it was a slow burn. Me, I adore a slow burn. I have no problem with reading a slow burn because sometimes I just need to sit back, chill. That's a cozy read for me. A slow burn is a cozy read for me. So I am super excited to see what Love by the Book is all about, and I'm hoping it's just as slow and as good as Mame. I feel like Mame was just one of those perfect coming of age stories. I actually reread it via audiobook, and it was just as good as the first time I read it with my eyes. I loved it so much, and I just really can't wait to see what else Jessica George has put on paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11 arcs, y'all. I ought to be ashamed of myself because there's 3 more arcs on here that I didn't even mention simply because I've already read them. But this is where I keep all of my arcs. Like, I literally have to sit down and schedule how I'm gonna get these arcs read, because if you're anything like me, you like to get them read and the review posted before or by the release day. That's what I like to do. Either the week before release day or the actual release day is when I like to get my books that are arcs read and reviewed, because I just think that helps the author push that book out, get their pre-order sales, and hype the book up for release day, because we all love a release Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? And so thank God for this Kindle. Thank God for this Kindle, because it's been literally getting me through. Kenny is my homegirl, and she really gets me through these e-arcs, and I really, really appreciate her. I actually need to change her clothes and get her ready for like the fall time, because I'm ready to transition to fall, because this was like my summer little decor or whatever y'all call it. Because it's not a sleeve, it's actually some blank yellow paper with stickers and the strap or whatever. But anyway, those are all the books that are currently on my radar that I do not own and that are not out, but they will be out the remaining of this year and some the top of 2026. Y'all let me know if any of the books that I mentioned in today's video are on your radar, and if not, do you plan on adding some? Like, did I mention some of your favorite authors or some authors that you knew about but you really didn't know that these books were coming out? Because they dropping them like hotcakes, okay? Especially Geneva, because sis, we didn't know you was coming out with 2 books this year and you just had a baby. But she was working. She was like, I gotta get them out. Because I know once I had this baby, I'm going to be in the trenches and I ain't going to be able to get nothing else out. So yeah, y'all let me know down below what books are on your radar. And if any of these are on your radar, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, ta-ta.